I am exhausted in so many ways, but this is neither here nor there. A lot is happening in my life right now. First of all, first thing is I'm trying to grow chia seeds and eat chia, what's it called, greens. But this is not the point. This is not relevant to what I'm going to be talking about. And instead I want to actually talk about a video that I watched recently, which is is this the exact title? Doesn't matter. Over socialization of Gen Z. And as a Gen Z, I just believe me. I'm in the Gen Z generation. I believe, as a person who is existing in the generation or has been socialized with the internet, I want to provide language. I'm also not, this is just me thinking out loud because I was about to comment this. And then I realized, oh, you are going to leave a paragraph long comment. Is this who you want to be? But truly, my time is very limited. I'm doing laundry, other update. So I'm going to spit. Not spit. I'm not going to spit. But like, I'm going to start getting out my thoughts. So let's go. Number one, I would describe, or I've been thinking through it because it took me a week to finish watching the video. But in Jules's video, one of the things was that you are experiencing reality, but you're not like experiencing reality. You're experiencing reality through a screen, and you're not living life. And qualia was one of the things that was mentioned. But what I want to talk about is the you're not living life, and looking at how I have lived my life through the lens of an observer instead of an active participant. What do I mean by an observer instead of an active participant? By being an active participant, I'm out in the world, I'm exploring. But I think for me, being socialized on the internet, my exploration would be where is this part of the world? Like, how does it look? And then that would be done. That would be it. That would be all. Or just looking at a vlog of a person experiencing that part of the world, which was shown in the video. And now that I actually have the opportunity to live in the world and actually participate in it, I'm like, this is kind of exhausting. And my immediacy is to reach to my phone and have the sense of comfort again, which made me start thinking of how I interact with my lived world. And it made me realize, like, this is the only term I could think of, which is like collective disassociation, which is that everyone is here, yes, but everyone is also here thinking about how they're being perceived outside of, not like regularly. Because I was thinking about the scope of my existence versus my parents' existence, because for my parents, for example, the only people they could reach were the people that were within close distance, even if they were doing, when calls became available, it was like people you already knew, people that knew someone that you already knew. But the way I have navigated socialization is that, like, anyone can have access to you at any point in it's so, when I say it out loud, it freaks me out because I never get a chance to really sort of process through this. But anyone, if you really wanted to, can see what you are doing at this exact point in your life, and anyone around the world can perceive you, or not even perceive. I don't think perceive is the right phrase for it, but just that being seen, you're not interacting with just local familia, local guys, local people. Like your scope of the people you meet extends past borders, or the people that you can meet and can see you extends past borders. And that is, it's not, it's mind boggling if you think about it, but like that's how, if you're socialized with the internet, you grew up. And with that, let me go back to collectives. My thoughts are not linear. They come in, what's it called, in sprouts, I would say. Hopefully my chia seed sprout. Really, I hope for that so heavily. But it's not, back to the collective disassociation. That's what I was talking about. With the collective disassociation, I've noticed this with my friends. Like, we are in the same vicinity, but they're not here. It's like, okay, we're hanging out, but someone is on Instagram, someone is on TikTok, and so we are occupying the same space together, but we're not existing in the same reality, I would say, because our minds are in so many different places, like floating away. I don't have, once again, the language does not fully exist, but I've been thinking about this for a while and I don't have a cohesive way to put it, but I thought it might be nice to get my thoughts out. Wow. Okay. So, this collective disassociation, and by disassociation, I mean, like, this is not disassociating to me would be like you're in place, you're feeling it on your face, you're really taking in everything with all your senses at all times. But if you are socialized via your phone, you're not taking in all your senses. Majority of your attention is really shifted on what's happening on screen. You're like, what's going on right here? And not what's going on there. So you are present, but you're not fully present. And that's what I mean by collective disassociation in terms of the introduction of technology. And I think that's quite worrisome in navigating a world where you now actually have to actively participate, because a lot of us were socialized this way as children, but as adults, you know, you don't have the sort of safety that came with not having responsibility. So you cannot spend as much time outside of the things that you have to do on the internet as you did. So it becomes like glimpses of your time are taken away and you don't realize this, because I was really looking at my week the past week and I realized that I've been moving so fast, and I realized that things that I associated with getting a break, like watching a video or something like that, like it actually takes time. No one told me it actually takes time. But things like that actually take time, and they make my time move faster because they're highly stimulating. That didn't click in my brain. And for years and years, I've been putting this stimulation to my brain, just straight stream going on constantly without a pause. And now I see the way that my reality speeds up whenever I'm like, okay, let me watch a quick video. And that video is not quick, because what's gonna happen, the algorithm is gonna catch me and snatch me up. And so I become a perpetual observer. Even my time of quiet needs noise, that needs to be filled with noise, similar to what Jules was talking about. And going through that and thinking through that has been really making me reevaluate the choices that I have made, or or even just like how I sort of navigate things, because now I'm realizing that the moment of watching a YouTube video is not actually a pause, it's not actually a calm. It still needs attention from my brain. It still is taking up resources from my head. My brain does not shut. Is the thing. The brain does not shut because this video is a day in the life. I'm still processing what's happening in the video, and it's taking me out of what's happening right now. Do I need to eat? Do I need water? Why am I grabbing my phone? I do not know. And so, that's what I thought about the video. That's really, I don't know. I don't know if I explained things in a coherent manner, but those were my immediate thoughts.